Here's your latest update for the expected snow across much of the area. Start off by looking at timing out the maximum impact times. These really haven't changed from the briefing we put out this morning, so pretty much what you had yesterday pretty much is what you're going to see today. Maximum impacts out in the western mountains, probably occurring later Sunday afternoon to Sunday night into the first part of Monday, then gradually winding down. Those of us east of the divide, we should be okay through the weekend. Even the first part of Monday through about noon, looks like okay conditions and things going down pretty rapidly from Monday afternoon, especially Monday night into Tuesday time frame, and possibly lingering after that. I'll have more on that in a minute. Now we're going to break this up between west and east of the divide. Now those of you in the western mountains, a little more certainty as to what's going to happen here. You can see we have some winter weather advisors covering the entire western mountains. Yellowstone Park all the way down through Jackson, Afton, down toward Kemmerer. Also includes Pinedale as well, especially out toward Bondurant, and also including the east slopes of the Wind River Range. And I have a decent idea of what we think the snow is going to be, so our best guess right now for snowfall across this area. Valleys anywhere from about 3 to 6 inches. Higher elevations anywhere from about 6 to 12. Could be locally higher amounts though, over the tops of the Tetons, and maybe over here across southwestern Yellowstone Park. Now east of the divide, we still have a lot of uncertainty there, and I'll explain why. Just hold on a minute. Okay, now we did issue some winter weather, I should say winter storm watches for Natrona County, especially Casper Mountain, Casper as well. And surrounding offices have also put them up over here across the eastern portions of the state, where I think the maximum impacts for the storm is. So if you're traveling east of Casper out towards South Dakota, Nebraska, it could be a really big storm out here, so you may want to check the weather definitely if you're traveling the first part of next week. Now you're wondering, why is there so much uncertainty? I have a very poorly drawn diagram of what this is going to look like on Tuesday. Now here's our area low pressure. You can see my really good artistic skills here. And the source of moisture from this is the Gulf of Mexico. That's the spotty water down here. Now the problem is that all this moisture has to wrap all the way up and around through here to get to Wyoming, up and around the low, which is here since it rotates counterclockwise. Now, first dibs is going to be down on the Gulf Coast. There could actually be a decent tornado outbreak down here if things set up right. It has to go through all the thunderstorms here, rain and thunderstorms in Missouri, then squeezing out rain and snow when it gets up here in the Dakotas, and all the way down here. So basically, every little storm or shower here is taking a bite out of the moisture. So it's similar to that scene in Office Space. Those of you who like that movie when they're passing the cake around and Milton's going, "Am I going to get a piece of cake?" That's going to be Wyoming basically. Is there going to be any moisture left over when this comes around here, and how much moisture is going to be left? So I'm going to show you some probabilistic stuff for snowfall, since I can't tell you how much it's going to get because we really don't have a great idea, at least at this point. Now I expect at least this much snow. This goes through Tuesday, from Monday morning till Tuesday afternoon. And there probably will be more on Tuesday night, especially the further east you go. But if this moisture stays off to the east, may only be looking at a couple inches here around eastern portions of the state. Also, not much here along the I-80 corridor. Maybe an additional inch here across the western mountains. Now, if things set up right and we get a good amount of wraparound in here, now keep in mind, this is through Tuesday at 5 o'clock. We could get more Tuesday night, maybe even to Wednesday if the storm slows down. You can see many areas in the lower elevations here picking up between about 3 to 5 inches of snow. That includes Rock Springs as well. And the maximum amount, you can see these brighter colors out here toward eastern Johnson County, eastern portions of Natrona County, anywhere from about 5 to 7 inches. Could be locally higher amounts as you head off to the east. But I want to caution you, this only goes through 5 p.m. I should say on Tuesday. Be more coming in on Tuesday night, maybe Wednesday as well. So still a lot of uncertainty there, but we should be able to fine-tune this as we get toward tomorrow and especially toward Monday morning. Show you some resources here for weather, most accurate weather around the western and central Wyoming. Remember, we're here. Your app's coming from somewhere else. So we're local, we know the patterns. Weather.gov/RIW. You want road conditions? WyoRoad.info. Best place to go for road conditions. Don't call us for the road conditions because we basically just say what's here. We have no insider information. You want to call them on the phone if you're in the state, 511, out of state, 188-WYO-ROAD. You want to take a look at those webcams for yourself, see what's going on. Weather.gov/RIW. Click on our local programs tab and then webcams by route. Be safe, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.